Welcome to 13 News at noon, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Karen Campbell here with meteorologist Matt Standritz. And of course, our focus is going to be on this forecast because, Matt, you mentioned more snow is on the way.
Yes, it's not as big as the snow we just had.
Okay.
But it's still an impactful snow. And so that's why we now have a red weather alert for tomorrow, because we could get a few inches on the way, maybe even up to a handful.
Wow.
So that's enough to probably make things slick up there tomorrow.
And definitely we want to be careful on the roads too.
We do. I want to show you where the snow is, Karen, right now, and where it's headed next. Right now you see a lot of snow developing there towards the Ouachitas and the Red River Valley. Some heavy snow in North Texas and southern Oklahoma, coming into western Arkansas right now. This is kind of headed towards us. It's really headed to the east. But here's the thing. There's another system to the north, much weaker. This is going to help enhance this storm system. They're going to kind of come together just a little bit, kind of squeeze the atmosphere just a touch, and help create new snow bands on the north side of this that will come in to Indiana, because the bulk of this will head towards Tennessee. I mean, they've got a big snow system headed their way to the south. This is really a southern snow system, but as this front comes in, the snow zone expands. And it includes all of Indiana, not just central Indiana, but the entire state. But right now you see some of that heavier snow coming into T-Town there towards Tulsa and Fort Smith and Oklahoma City. But we're next. We come in by tomorrow. We've got winter weather advisories for all of central Indiana, and then a winter storm warning a little bit farther south you go. Generally, the farther south you get closer to the low pressure system, the more moisture you'll have, and the heavier the snowfall totals will be. Here's an expansive view. Karen, you can see the alerts that stretch all across the central and eastern U.S. from the southern plains to the Atlantic. Coming up, we'll talk a little bit more about how much snowfall we expect headed into your Friday.
We are taking a live look as the funeral for the 39th President Jimmy Carter just wrapped up minutes ago, as leaders and people from across the country have gathered at the Washington National Cathedral to pay their final respects. Carter died at 100 years old on December 29th. He is remembered as a man who brought a level of humanity to his presidency that many say lasted long after his term. This is the 6th presidential state funeral at the cathedral, bringing together 5 living presidents: Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump, many expressing gratitude for knowing Carter.
Now is a time to say goodbye, or grief comforted with the joy and the thanksgiving of knowing this man, this beloved man, this very special man. He was given the gift of years, and the American people and the people of the world will be forever blessed by his decades of good works.
A private service at the church where Carter taught Sunday school. He'll be buried next to his wife, Rosalind. This afternoon, 13 News is learning more about a double shooting on the city's east side, killing a man and a woman. Now, we want to show you video from that scene. It happened last night. Metro Police tell us they were dispatched for a welfare check yesterday afternoon, and that quickly turned into a homicide investigation. Officers found a man and a woman shot to death inside of this home near 21st and Emerson. Detectives are still working to figure out exactly what happened. One neighbor says the people living next door to the home called police after seeing something out of the ordinary.
She said she had seen somebody coming out of the garage at 10 o'clock that night, and then at 10 o'clock the next morning, she noticed that the door had been open and that Randy, our neighbor's truck, hadn't been gone for work yet.
And police are asking anyone with security video or any information about the shooting to come forward. Stay with us. We'll be right back.